Hi, my name's Josiah.
I'm Noah.
I'm Macy.
I'm Aaliyah.
I'm Sloan.
I'm Grace.
Welcome to Horse Care. You are officially broke. Horses are amazing, but they require a lot of effort and time and money. I've worked at a barn, so I have firsthand experience with how much money and time and effort is put into owning these animals. There's a lot to know before buying a horse, and I will be covering tack and stall maintenance, coat and hoof grooming, and vet and feed bills. Before you even buy a horse, you need to make sure that you have the proper equipment and lodging. So what happens when a stall isn't cleaned out is that it can actually mess with the horse's hooves, and that can at times lead to death, because if a horse can't use their feet, they really can't get anywhere, they can't eat, so they have to sometimes be put down. So when you clean out a stall, first what you do is you would clean out all of the unclean shavings. Sometimes it's wood chips, but most of the time it's shavings like sawdust. And so then you would put in clean shavings. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure that they have enough hay and water. Now, you have to make sure that there is not any sharp objects or pieces in the barn that could hurt the horse. It's basically you have to toddler-proof everything. We actually had a horse at the barn, and she cut her eyelid clear off on a water bucket. So duct tape is a great measure to use. So why do you take care of your tack? The reason is because it's not just because it wouldn't look good if it cracked. It actually can be really dangerous to you and your horse, because say if the girth on your saddle broke, then you could fall off and you could either get trampled by your horse, concussion, anything could happen. Same with reins on a bridle. If the reins snap, then you have no control over your horse, unless they're a very well-trained horse. Just like taking care of your stall and your tack, it's important to groom your horse on a daily basis. So basically, grooming isn't just to make your horse look good. It can help you see if there's any skin conditions or if there are any cuts or bruises that you need to take care of. Same with their feet. If there's a rock, an abscess can form if you don't take care of it. And so it's really important to groom them on a fairly regular basis. When problems arise, sometimes it's more than what you can take care of, and so you have to call a vet. One of the biggest things that a vet is called out for is colic. So colic is kind of like the flu, but not really. So basically, horses can't throw up. And their intestines in colic, they can become twisted up. And so their intestines, if it's not treated, can explode. And that can lead to death. So one of the big telltale signs is if your horse wants to lay down and roll and they don't want to stand up, or if they're not eating. A lot of barns keep a stethoscope on hand, and so if you don't hear any gut noises, you call the vet. But for the most part, if you hear gut noises, you're completely fine. I talked with our vet, and her name's Dr. Robin. Costs at a minimum for vet bills are $1,500. And that's even just for like a shot of anything pretty much. And that's like not any surgery or anything. So when you buy feed for your horse, before you get anything for your horse, feed-wise, you want to check with the vet. Because sometimes horses can have ulcers or a condition where they need either like steroids or medication, and a certain kind of feed could either aggravate whatever problem they have that's going on or make it worse. So you want to talk to your vet before anything. At Tractor Supply, it is $80 for food a month. So that's $1,580 at a minimum per month. So if you're still listening and haven't run for the hills, congrats, you're well on your way to owning a horse. Owning a horse requires research before you do anything, because otherwise you're going to put in a lot of time and money and either find out that you weren't really ready to own a horse, or that stuff happens. So